Hi guys, this is a video on the control panel that powers everything electrically in the brew house. This is it. Here is took me quite a while to work out what the hell was going on with this thing, so this is what we've ended up with. So I'll just go through many things as I can about it. So first of all, we've got main power. I've got a fan here that sucks cold air. It's like actually sucking air in, and it's throwing it out through these little vent holes at the top there. On this side we've got the two plugs for the hot water tank and the boil kettle. So there, it was easier just to have them plugged in like that, so that I can actually detach them from the control panel. I can take them out and clean them, or if I need to repair them or do anything. I didn't want them hard wired in. So on the front of here, these plugs were actually used while I was building all this stuff around here. I needed plugs, so they were quite handy having these here, and they still get used from time to time. Anyway, so start from the top here. The PIDs, I've spoke about in other videos how they work. We've got pump 1 and pump 2 controls, and then I've got my extractor fan, which we've got a extractor hood here that just goes to that upturned kind of basin with the foil tube. It goes all the way to this extractor unit here, and then just basically throws it all outside. So that's permanently on. So just let you have a quick look inside this thing. So I'm not an electrician by trade by any means, but somehow with my limited ability and eBay, buying things off of eBay and getting manuals off of YouTube, I've managed to do this somehow without killing myself, which is a miracle. Anyway, we've got all our powers going in, and also coming out, going to the fermenter and so on. So lots of plugs for the kettles, and I've got another plug in here from the pumps and to power this fan, which is obviously this fan's 12 volts. The pumps required 24 volts, so I had to have two different inverters. I've got a spare plug there if I need to do anything else, like lower voltage wise. And then, you know, this is the back of the wiring of the PIDs. They're the solid state relays that I've been having some bother with. And yeah, that's basically the inside of one of these things. They should probably be wired in like a waterproof metal housing, but for now this is just, it was almost an experiment to see if I could manage to do it. I could take all that wiring out and put it into a different enclosure if I needed. I think it's quite important, anybody that's building these things, to make sure they put a fan in it, because these things here, as you can see, they can get very hot. You need to have some air circulation going. Anything electrical, it's always good to have a good airflow. So that's basically our control panel that controls everything. All the wiring just goes along around the back of here to each part, and the same with the pump wiring goes underneath and then up to the control panel. And because the main power comes in there and then it gets diverted up there through that orange cable and all the way down to here to a load of other things, like the fermenter. So yeah, basically that's the hub of all the controls for the brew house. Anybody attempting to do this themselves, I would always recommend getting it checked over by an electrician, just to be sure, but most of the things can be done yourself, and always be safe with electricity. Have it turned off with the mains while you're wiring. I do have an RCA that's attached to the house, so this has a fuse in it. It's blown a few times when I've been trying to run the kettles at the same time. It takes a lot of power. To do it, but you know, it's just trial and error. It's on the fuses. You just learn what you can do, what you can't do. I may need to upgrade to, you know, for more power, make things a little bit safer. But for now, it does the job. You can see on other sites it's pretty similar to a lot of other brewer setups. So anyway, that's how I've done it. Okay, there we go. Thanks for watching.